There's this friend of ours who works at the Oberoi's, and he had just moved in from Bangalore, and his wife called us and said there's something happening at the hotel, and so can you just go and check, what's happening? So we tried calling him. His phone obviously was not reachable, or he wasn't picking up. So he's a very close friend of ours. We know him since college. So I went to Mahim to cook up a friend of mine. His wife also joined us. While approaching the hotel, we saw this Qualis coming from the opposite side, and we obviously realized something was funny because the tire was out and it was sparking. So suddenly they fired a round, I don't know, in the air, probably not at us, and they asked us to stop. So we obviously thought they were cops. We stopped the car, and then these two men jumped out from the car. One guy came towards me, one guy came towards the passenger side where my friend was sitting, and they pulled us out of the car. So my friend and his wife got out on the other side, and they walked towards the footpath, and I went behind the car. And when I went behind the car, I realized I had the car keys in my hand. So just out of fear, logic, I don't know, the right thing at that point seemed like just dropping the keys rather than keeping it in my pocket. So I dropped the keys down, and that's when those guys realized that the keys weren't there in the car. Kasab came out from the left passenger side, and he asked me for the keys, and I told him it's right there, where just close to where you were standing. So he told me, pick it up, bend down and pick it up. So I went, picked it up, and while I was picking it up, he put this gun to my head, and there was just 1 second. Me and my friend were looking at each other, and both of us thought, like, this is going to be the end. He's going to just shoot me and he's going to drive away. I don't know what it was. We were lucky, God's grace, whatever. He didn't. He just took the keys, they sat in the car, and they drove off. And as soon as they drove off, the cops came from behind. And first we identified ourselves to them, because obviously they were suspicious with everything happening around, and why are 3 people standing on the road. When we got home, we switched on the TV. That's when we realized the gravity of the situation, what actually happened. And we were very lucky. Looking back at it, when they went about spraying bullets at everybody whom they saw, I still cannot find a very logical answer to why they did not shoot me. So what happens is, every year on 26/11, me and my friend he's one of my closest friends. So we call each other and we wish each other happy birthday, which is funny now when we look at it. At that point in time, it wasn't. For me, it wasn't much. It was my car getting hijacked. There are a lot of people who have suffered loss of family members. People have been shot, and they survived, of course, but that's very traumatic. But what I've learned from this one incident in my life is that you can't sit and dwell on it. You got to learn to move on. Because if you sit and dwell and you sit and still have fear about what happened, it's just, those guys are just achieving the purpose they came out to achieve. They came to spread fear, and if you're still going to cover fear after so many years, it's just giving them a moral victory, basically.